Hello there. Okay, I'm going front with you. I've had a software update and I just had to panic and get some music playing, so that kind of worked nice. I actually enjoyed that for a change, just having a bit of I don't even know what you call that song before, a bit of rock maybe? I don't know, but alright. No big surprises, we've got a fleet climb, but is it a climb if you've got to do one battle? I mean, it's more like a step, you know, like going up a set of stairs. So, yeah, we're going to do that. And then go to my main. No idea what we're going to do there. We'll see. Aranya, hello there. How you doing? Let's get Scimitar out and then we're done and dusted here pretty much. I'll tell you what, right? I would appreciate your opinion on that deck I posted today. It's not that... it's like one of the best performing Ronan decks. And I'm like... It does feel like it's got something to it. It just feels like it is missing something. And yet I did come out with a decent win rate in the end, so it's like... yeah. I'm umming and ahhing. I have not played Hitman for too long, for sure. I say too long in that I know I should play it. There's been an elusive target in the last 3 months that I missed. The first one I've missed since probably 2018, so I'm going to have to put some time in again. I've been suckered in with Rivals when I've been on the console. I'll have to spare some time for it. I think, if anything, Freelancer was getting me a little bit. I was like, come on, I won't get this Prestige one done. Or the hardcore mode. Yeah, no worries. It's just one of them things where, if anything, it's like... I said at the start of the video, we've got Agamotto and Esson coming out tomorrow. It's hard not to look and think, surely Ronan's got a part to play there. Oh, it's in me YouTube videos. I can post the deck. I've got that somewhere. Here we go. Have it more legible. Yeah. I'll put it on Snapchat as well, just for anyone else who may want to nosy. I mean, when you look at it, it is just vanilla Ronan with Moonstone and Gorgon added. But I've got that nagging thought in my head that it doesn't feel like it's a million miles away from being better than what we think it is. Yeah, I mean, it could be that Esson could make Gorgon better, and Gorgon then is good with Ronan. Maybe what Ronan needs is a card that can't be removed from an opponent's hand. Like, say that's the ability of a card saying, put a token card in your opponent's hand that cannot be played. So the only way to get rid of it would be to discard it, or to... like, you couldn't destroy it, so the only way to do it would be to discard. And that could be, like, the way to do it, in the sense of... maybe even make it like that it's got an incentive to it, the token cards. So, like, say it was like a, I don't know, say it's a 621 or a 721 for argument's sake, but it cannot be played. That way, if they're playing discard, fair enough, they can Lady Sif, Ghost Rider, and boom, that negative you've tried to put on them as an advantage. But if they can't actually play it, then it's a dead card in the hand. I'm just trying to mull it over in my head what you could do to try and make Ronan just that little bit more viable. Maybe something like that, in terms of like something Yeah, exactly. You know, there's always it's only a negative if you want it to be a negative. You know, you can try and remove it to get your own positive on it, if you like. Might be a tricky one to implement in a card game, but I imagine there's some way they could alter it, or you know, create a card to just add to that deck. Yeah, back to it. It wasn't bad today. I mean, especially tomorrow. I think it could be quite good for climbing. Assuming people are going for Ason and getting Agamotto. I mean, it's day one. Everyone normally does that. I mean, in my head, I was mulling over, like, if there was a collector kind of card. Something that whenever an opponent, whenever a card entered the opponent's hand that didn't start in their deck, it gained power. Yeah, exactly. That is the big thing it lacks. Yeah, I mean, that was what was nagging me a little bit during the game. I was like, I think there was 1 or 2 times I thought, I'm either going to get shanked or enchantress. Or something like that. And you're thinking, if there was something like a collector, it might actually be decent. Because at least then you, from early on, punishing them for gaining cards that weren't in the deck, which would be great against Arishem. Unless they code it to avoid Arishem, you know, like it's things that weren't in your deck after the start of the game. That could be a hard one. Depends if they want to punish Arishem or not, I guess. Because I suppose if they did that, they could actually revert Arishem a little bit to how he was. Hey up, Tommy, how you doing? Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Saying that Mobius, you've got to... I feel like Mobius you've got to put in a deck. You know what I mean? Like, even though I loved it when it came out, it's that card that I just never find a deck to put in unless it's got Pixian. And Quinjet really is only Arishem. So I feel like the two of them are kind of... eh. I know what you mean, though. If you're like trying to counter Arishem with it, then Quinjet's there, maybe Mobius, so... I get your point. You're right, Duck. Ooh, we're behind here. Let's go here. I don't feel it's dead. I mean, honestly, I think with Snap, it's a case of they did have a bad spell around Christmas. There's no line about that. I mean, card acquisition. I mean, if you it's dead, then fair enough. But how I view it, the card acquisition, it's going to get better. I'm pretty sure of that. They've made enough intimations that they know they've received the message that the community were putting out there. So it's like, to me, I'm just waiting to see what they do with it. But in the meantime, the cards they've been doing, there've been a few duds in the last month or so. But in general, I think there've been some good ones. In our little community, it feels like that. I mean, I really do wish there were more people, but hey, that's just because I'd like to talk to more people in general, you know what I mean? Feels like I constantly pester around you for thoughts on cards. Yeah, I mean, if I were you, I'd reinstall it just to claim the freebies they offered. Assuming I don't think there was a timer on it. I mean, I'm not saying you have to play it again, but freebies are freebies. It was a very good compensation they gave people. Especially in America. Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? When I was editing it earlier, editing the video I did earlier, I realised how funny it is in the fact that I did actually accidentally hide emotes. And the first battle I had, I realised how much fun I was having when I was watching it back, and I was like, I've got to try and convey that a bit. So I actually went and downloaded the emotes off the SnapFan website just to try and put them on the video. At least goofy as all that, but I did like trying to do it. Yeah, I mean, that's totally your prerogative, isn't it, MJ? You know, I mean, it's like for myself, right? I've never played a card game before this. So for me, it's like, I could argue I still get that kick out of it that I did when I downloaded it. But, like I say, FPS isn't, I won't say really been my thing, but I've probably been more used to console gaming and all that. So, yeah, like I say, I think I'm open in that sense. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously I've played Swagger for a while now, jeez. So I think some people have been married for shorter times than I've played Swagger. Well, that was something that annoyed me, though. It was a minor thing, but it did annoy me. Like, this month we're getting the Prehistoric Avengers. Which, to be honest, the concept's cool enough. And... what's on this list? I don't think they've done it on its own. If it is, I can't see it. They're adding the first Ghost Rider as a card. And honestly, this card seems a bit odd. Like, 2/6. Discard the lowest power card from your hand. Remove that card's power from this. Now, I was on board with what some people were saying at the time, that if you discard a Hobgoblin, you would then have a 2/14. Yeah, I'm sure they've said they've reworked the coding so that can't happen. And I think that's wrong. I think if you go to the effort of making a discard deck that's got negative power in it, you should be rewarded. But I think they were frightened of the power. You know, it could potentially be, what, a 2/22 swing? Oh, not 2/22, a 6 cost 22 power swing. Yeah. I get the principle, but it's still sad. It's like, really? You're talking about the idea of discarding a swarm? I was going to say, if you discard a swarm, it's 2/3, isn't it? Ah, yeah, I get it. It's a different flavor text. I see what you mean. I mean, it's weird, right? I honestly figured Agony would get a better reception than it did in the end. Like, I do think, again, that card is pretty nice, but like you say, it seems like Ult Busters tends to take the slot just for maybe convenience. Hey, that reminds me of when Forge was a 1 cost. That card's really slipped off the radar since then. I knew I wouldn't get that then because of bleeding dots. I just saw him die on his own and you're like, you bastard. There we go. Oh, by the way, can we all thank CG for coding Rekka wrong? It was very nice to get some extra Galactic Challenge points this week. We might moan at them for the mistakes they make, but we also have to praise them for the mistakes we make, or they make. I'm sure we make a few. Let's go here. Alright, so 1. I'll make sure I get this right. 100. That should be it. There we go, 304. Data cache. All the things you love about Datacrons. Wah, wah, wah. We have a winner. I do love my big murder droid, so I'm glad that that's got one. Is that the good one? Yeah, it's the good one. I thought it was because it was the longest one, but I thought I didn't remember it being that. And honestly, that one will be gorgeous for BT, so go for that. That's a pretty nice Kron. If I could afford it, I'd even be tempted to re-roll that and that to try and get more offensive stats, but okay as it is. Alright, another fleet battle. Okay, so I should be able to reinforce in a second. Oh, nearly went for the wrong one. Yeah, I think I mentioned this a while ago, right? But I'd love it if I could do something along these lines where I'm just goofing around or whatever. Like, you know, I think that's probably the wrong word, actually. Like, maybe you guys are just seeing something on screen or something, and you could just essentially just decide to, I don't know, have this pop up. I can't help but think it'd be cool if I could somehow find a way that little gifs like that, not even Marvel ones, but if I could find a way of getting like Star Wars light ones, I think that'd be cool if you could get them to pop up on my screen so that you guys can see it, but I can see it. Because I've got like my stream screen here, but I don't look at that unless I'm just checking how it looks. So it'd be cool if like you could just have it that something pops up on my screen on your command. I'll have to see if there is a way, because there's so much smart software when it comes to streaming. I've just not looked into it enough. Yeah, exactly. I think it's that line between having an effect on what you see and having an effect on what I see. You know, because when you think all that stuff that you're talking about, that's pretty much just on the stream side. Don't be that one step further and saying, right, I can also see it. Or at least, you know, it's more in my line of sight. Because, you know, it wouldn't have to be invasive. You could just have it, like, up a corner or something where if you were, like, playing, I don't know, Marvel Rivals, for argument's sake, you know, it wouldn't be like, oh, God, you've just put this emote in my screen. I can't see where I'm shooting now. You know, you could still, you know, play the game as you were. It's just, it's actually there so you can see it. It'd be a cool idea, but I don't know instinctively how you'd do it, especially considering it have to be something that, if you were to try and do it like, say, how Marvel Snap emotes work in the sense that they're, like, really fast reaction, I've got no idea how you do it without, like, say, a 10-second delay. You know, opening a file, somehow getting it to render it without, like, a black background or something, it'd be tricky. I'd like to think there's some smarty pants out there who would know how to do it, though. Sorry, Pen has just been on Discord. He's just taken our his own Barris up to Relic 7, purely so that we can do Raver. Or at least, you know, the Raver mission's ready again. We had someone, well, we've had 2 people, I think, leave the guild over the weekend. One was the guild leader, he's having a break. And I can't remember offhand who the other person I saw leave was. Oh, it was a former guildmate, I think, actually. So, yeah. I'm glad he's done that, because it means that we're still up to date, but like, that has to be the obligatory MasterCard joke. I did a little search the other day for what things we would need for Phase 3. Just try and get this more presentable. Here we go. And for myself, the one that I saw, but I can't say I was thrilled about, was Farm Boy Luke. We need that at Relic 7. Yeah, that one blows. I'm a little surprised that Ewok Scout's been suggested to Iron Sith. I mean, I'm actually working on that right now on my free-to-play, so that Iron Sith doesn't have to do that. Yeah, I can imagine K2's decent, Mol. I mean, I think if we can all just collectively start chipping away at these, it's going to be really good for us. I mean, I think what's getting me more is that it's like this Kyle Katarn, for instance. I took mine up to Relic 7 not too long ago, and it just feels sad seeing it there again, because it's like, we must have had one, but we lost it. It's like, come on, can we just keep some of these relics in the guild? Again, I know people are going to leave, it's no judgment, just it's a bit frustrating. I mean, I'll tell you what, right? Can I even find him? There he is. This is kind of a sign of how much I've worked on Farm Boy Luke. That I got him with the Lightspeed bundle a while ago, but even then I haven't really looked at him. It's like, oh, Luke. I think the only way they do that is if they created new planets. So I'm just not even going down that path because I know it's worse. I'm not wrong in thinking, right, that the thought of taking Farm Boy Luke to Rally 7, you wouldn't do this. But it's hard not to at least Luke, isn't it, as far as how bad is it? The game, defense max health tenacity. At the start of each of his turns, he gains 10% defense offense stack until the end of the encounter. Whenever Luke scores a critical hit during his turn, he gains 20% turn meter, crit damage up, and offense up. And when Luke is prevented from using the ability during his turn, he recovers health and protection. Such a strange one, isn't it? I remember when it came out and everyone was very meh over it, and I get it, it's a bit meh. You've seen him hitting crazy numbers. Is that you just trying to bait me into doing the Rally 7? But just genuinely though, it's like I remember Vance. Vance. I'm sure I'm getting his name wrong. He's a big bounty hunter guy, or it was. Sith as well. I want to say Van Seed, but I don't know if that's the Reddit guy. Yeah, Van Seal. I remember he got Farm Boy Luke, and I think he got him at Rally Cato 9. And he was going to try and do something when Leia came out, but I never saw anything on it. Well, it's just one of those, you look at the Omicron, you think, maybe at that time they knew that they were working on Leia, so they thought, we'll put a Rebel Omicron out there just in case anyone's willing to take the bait early. But you would have thought it would have been at least semi-useful under Leia, so a bit like what you're saying. It might have been with the Datacron, but there is a chance for him to ramp very high. I mean, I think that's what you'd hope, isn't it? But I suppose the question is, it says something about being prevented taking a turn. The only thing I can think that would do that is like blacker stuns. Unless I'm forgetting something. And you wouldn't really prioritise stunning Farm Boy Luke, would you? I think he tells you can afford to be a bit heavy-handed on the front wall if you need to be. It is where I genuinely do worry myself if I mess around too much on the front wall. Because I can't help but think they might know that I've not got a lot on offense. Hey up, Art, how you doing? You know, we haven't got the eating on, at least I don't think we got the eating on, but I am red hot again. I wish I could say it meant summer was coming, but it is pretty cool outside. Just dawned on me as I was saying that, I'm doing that British thing of talking about the weather. You know, it's a stereotype, but it is for a reason. I do think we do default to talking about the weather at times. I think that might be it, the sun. Like, I have blackout curtains, partly because of my stream, but also because I like it for when I'm asleep. But I'm wondering if that plays a part, because maybe the sun's just hitting the curtains, and it's warming my room up a bit. Because even if it's cold, it's still sunlight, isn't it? You know what, I'm playing this manually, I can auto. Tell you what, while this is finishing up, I'm just going to open my window, just try and let a bit of fresh air in. Oh. Might only be a little bit, but it might just stop me feeling like I'm having a heat stroke. Bit of dramatic, I know. Yeah, by all means, Tommy. I'm going to say, it's, I was just chuckling at the thought, because there's still things like I try and pick up, like OBS, for instance. They did something the other day where they're giving you access to some free resources. And even now, I still look at things like that going, can I use it? Better question, what are you going to stream? That sounds top of the range. Yeah, I can respect that. I mean, I think that's how I got a lot of my things that I've got now. I'd buy them and then pay them in installments. Just in the sense that it was a little bit efficient. Wouldn't advise it for everyone, but can be helpful. I've actually got you on a follow, Tommy. There we go. Well, that's not too bad then. In terms of it's like a mobile phone contract, isn't it? Ooh. Sorry, this is a small thing for me. But I like the fact that I've moved up a little bit away from what I call the danger zone of Kaiba. I'm pretty much middle of Kaiba 2 right now. I'm pretty happy at that. I was saying about my free-to-play at the start of the week that I thought I was maybe kind of just on the edge, and I did drop to Kaiba 3. So I like that. I'm kind of in a nice little spot there. Just a sign I've been winning more than I've been losing probably of late. I don't know what it's like in your area, Tommy, if you've got them or not, but I've got Lila Connect as a broadband supplier. They've been pretty decent. I mean, if I just log in a second. I'm curious how this plays while I'm streaming, because I haven't actually done a speed test when I'm streaming before. One thing I would say, I do need to contact them, because I had to drop out on Friday's stream, which I wasn't happy about. And then I had another one, I think, yesterday. So I'm assuming there's just some little glitch going on at the moment. But I'm getting 240 right now on a 1 GB. Now, obviously, it's a sign I don't need the 1 GB. But in general, I've not had any complaints about them. This is probably the first major hiccup I've had, and I've had them since May last year. But again, it all depends if they're in your local area or not, because I think they are a small company. But yeah, as you said, Aranya, hopefully we're getting 3 out of 3 this week. So last time, Dory Salam, or Dory Solomon even, try not to over butcher the name, we cleared 3 walls. They didn't do much. Took down my layer in 2, couldn't beat my Ray. I think they packed it in then. And to be fair, they did put the Slacker with the Ray on defense, so maybe their thought process was right. We haven't got that. That's a safe thing to beat Leia with. Can't beat Leia. We're done for. reverse that. Can't beat Ray. Maybe they tried Taran? I'm just trying to remember if they had Taran on defense. Yeah, they put Taran on defense, so they didn't have a Ray counter. So yeah, we move on. We're up against Resmi Hardin. Am I just filthy-minded that I'm always thinking, is that a play on words that I can't think of? I know it was hard in, not hard on, but I think my brain does instantly jump to that area. Alright, so let's see. I'm 12.1 mil, they're 11.3. Zetas 311 to 264. Omicrons 42 to 43. We've both got 7 GLs. They're missing Lord Vader as well, so hey, we're in the same boat. Nice to see. Relic units 240 to 219. We've got Relic 5 pluses 193 to 183. 25 pluses 93 to 33. 286 to 161. 453 to 352. So we're doing great on the mods. Dacron rerolls. I really need to work out the way these are calculated. I say it every time I'm on this website. Let's actually have a look at them. Rather than just looking at the website, let's look. Okay, so I can say just at a glance, they've got a hell of a lot. You know, in terms of they've farmed way more than I have. And I would assume in doing so, they've also farmed more specific stats or specific levels. Like that one, for instance. So, yeah, we're going to take that as how it is. Quite concerning, potentially. Hey, whaling on Crons can get you places up in the Kyabers. You know what I mean? You invest in your Crons, you get higher crystal placements each day. I know it's all temporary, but it's how some people will think. Alright, so I'm not expecting too much to be missing. They haven't got the Afra, which is a surprise. They got Bo-Katan. Ooh, they haven't got a 7-star profundity, that's something. I'm a little surprised that Bo-Katan's that high on the list. The rest makes some sense to me. I actually did remod last night, by the way, so I think this has been reflected in it. I was so frustrated last time I looked at this and I saw Count Dooku on the list. I thought, I am not letting that pass. So, I've even got my Bossk and my Grief hand in hand, which I was happy about. Boss Nass is probably a little too quick here, but Misa okay day with Misa Pink. So, yeah, let's go here. I haven't checked ahead of time what we got, so we're going to be placing these as we see them. I know you posted, Mullen, on Discord the other day about how you work on crons. I'm going to have a read specifically on what you put, because not only do I feel like you've got a better grasp of getting a high number of them, but you've also got a grasp of getting good quality on them. So, I glanced at it, but I will admit I was doing something else at the time. I'm going to have a read of it. Alright, Tusken's got a hold. That's nice to see. Let's just move the cam. Try again. So yeah, Tusken's got a hold. Nothing for Great Mothers, Jabba, DTMG, or GG. No holds on the south wall, so Rex, Finn, JMK, Rey, and Leia all got 0 holds. Nothing on the back wall. First time you guys have seen Atbar Leia Fulcrum. I didn't know what to make of it. I thought it might be a fun team, if not a kooky, you know, like a really good hold team. But I thought, whenever these take a turn, Fulcrum should assist. And then whenever the enemy takes a turn, Fulcrum should assist. So in theory, Fulcrum's going to go all the bloody time. The downside of it is no tank. So maybe this is something that'd be better on offense, but hey ho. Alright, skip that. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so Salty, no holds, no surprises. Same with... Well, actually, I'm a little disappointed Sana didn't get a hold. I was kind of hoping Sana would have got something. And the 5 of first, no holds, so... Yeah. Might have to tweak the Sana team. Maybe take out... I say that, but maybe that is actually okay. Maybe it's that I need to tweak. Again, I'll have a think. It's essentially one hold it's had. I'm like, am I really going mither over it? And nothing in fleet, so... Yeah, the guy was efficient. Yeah, I beat Asana the other day, and I think I used something like Malgus, so... It's something that if you overkilled, it doesn't stand a chance, but you try and undersize it, I imagine it would be quite painful. Alright, so we've got Ray, Ben, Ezra. We've got Bam. With Sana and Chewie. Different. We've got Jab Jab. We've got Dash. And we've got Adrad. Maybe a chance to use Wedge and Roller. Would be inefficient as all hell, but it might be fun. Alright, here we got Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. We've got Mon Mothma with Luthen. I've actually given Luthen a remod as well. He's about 350 now, so that's kind of nice to see. We've got Leia. We've got Queen Amidala. And we've got Finn. Right, let's move that there. So definitely a few things to play around with here. I don't know if Reva can beat Leia without that OP Datacron she had. I'm going to presume no. So I think with that in mind, we go Blacker Leia. I want to try Queen Amidala there. We've got Bane for Queen Amidala. Finn Zori. I'm going to pencil in Afra. I think that might be alright. Mon Mothma, Luth, and Kyle. Yeah, okay, sell me on why it's expensive. I'm not saying Bane isn't a good character, but what would you be thinking I could use Bane on that is a bigger miss or a bigger regret? Okay, first of all, I would never consider doing Bane on Leia. For me, that is too risky. That's something that I think would have been something you do with the Datacron when Bane first came out. I think since then, the viability's gone way down. I'll check the banners, but honestly, it's not something that I would be comfortable at. Yeah, I mean, 77%, still viable. But honestly, to me, that just still feels a little risky when you think you can do Slacker. There isn't a risk. Yeah, they're all in the 70s. You say that, but with Rey, it's less. You know, it's not as bad as it was. If we're talking about Lord Vader, the first thing that comes to my mind would be I've got J.M. Alia doing nothing. Hmm. I mean, it could be that. It could be having a health cron. Let me just pop someone on for the argument. Well, actually, saying that. My highest health cron's 25%. Yeah, genuinely, I think that Blacker Layer is definitely safer. And it's probably the more banner efficient of the two. You know, with Bane, you've got to go down to a 55. Whereas Blacker, I would say you could get 56 pretty comfortably. You know, if you take a tank and you'll lose the protection on the tank probably, but you'll keep your health at least, and the 3 will survive. Again, we're talking about one banner here. I think as well, the only argument I would have for saving Bane would, ironically, be if we faced Raver. But to counter that, if I saw a JMK at the back, I would want Raver. So I think for that reason, I keep Raver. If I had a built-up Traya, I'd be tempted to swap Traya in. But yeah, I'm not sold on that one. The only other thing I'm thinking, again, I'm trying to give your argument some credit here, MJ. I'm not just dismissing you out of hand, right? The only other thing I could think is if on this wall, if in the hypothetical that JMK was there, I could do C Daka Zombie. Because my Daka is R7, my Zombies are R3. So they're eligible for crons. It's usable, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind getting stats on this. Malgus, but without those two and Malik. Just to gain an idea of how successful it is. That's still pretty high, 76. 77 even. Yeah, I'd be happy throwing Malgus in there. And then Mon Mothma. I'm assuming it's Dreams of Ghosts. If I thought, again, if I could use that, I would, but that's just not going to help anyone. Yeah, the success rates go down really quickly with a lot of these teams. Also, the point that I don't really want to be using JML, but that looks pretty safe compared to some of it. Yeah, scrolling through this, JML is probably the one thing I've got spare that has actually got a decent chance here. Maybe C, but again, it's a bit finicky. Maybe see what would be the thing. We just do that to get through it. I was talking before about if it was Kenobi, we can do Raver on that. Let's just bring this wall up, just get a reminder what it is. So it's Bam, Sana, Chewie. So maybe this is something where I'd have to do... Well, saying that though, if I shot first and got, say, Sana or Chewie under protection, then Bam would take a bonus turn and DI them. Maybe that's a Gungan one then. That's normal Chewie. Bit of an odd modding for him. Well, at least I call that odd. Dash Nest Hondo. Ideally needs something that can go under protection. I'm going to throw a wedge there for now, just so I've got like a bit of breathing space on that one. And I'm inclined to go for Adrad there, just for the protection disruption. But we could end up there relying on Jim being the best tank in the world. There is also Traya as another option, but again, I am really disappointed in Scion at the moment. I'm wondering if he needs a Zeta to just add that extra viability, because so far he's just not done anything for me. He definitely feels like a Omicron candidate, which would be bad because then it's Traya, Scion, Talon, arguably. Yeah. I don't know. I have not researched it, so we're going blind. Right. Okay. Alright, let's get in with the Sith Empire. Do we want to Kron? I don't think we do. What's this got? Extra damage. Okay. I will avoid doing that at break. If it looks like this battle's going south. I feel like that special from Marauder could come in handy here. Just whittling down DTMG a bit. I mean, we do like debuffs. Okay, so we got another leap in us. There we go. He's got doubt, is it? Yep. So let's hope we can keep that around. Marauder's going to go. Yeah, not the greatest of timings. Ooh, okay. Yeah, keep a taunt on Malika if we Malgus, sorry, if we can. What we do is giving Set a moment to just recover some health. Right, I'm going to snooze that ad. It's going to run if I don't snooze. Yeah, they really want Sat. Yeah, I think that's the trade we've got to make. I will take it, though. Oh, that was an unlucky evade. I did not want that. That was all down to one evade, really. Yeah, I'm feeling a teensy-weensy bit gypped at that. Yeah, someone's going to die there. Blind. Okay. I'm not feeling comfortable at all. Oh, wow. Okay. Ah, revive again. Git. Alright, we got the leader. I'm going full auto and just hope that he's got enough time to wipe him out. That does blow because when I got 2 on the board, yeah, that was 1 dodge throw in it, essentially. Okay, it is worth remembering, they drop 1. And so it took them 2 to take the Tuskens out, so all we gotta do is be efficient and not drop another. I thought that'd be good, but then I realised Mando's a bit overkill. Yeah, you know what? You read my mind a bit there, Mol. I looked at JTR and I was like, should I? And I kind of chickened away from it. You know what? I'm going to keep L3 just in case we need her. Hopefully T3 can do the job. Yeah, just genuinely, it was that little thought of, can they do it? But they should be able to. Oh, again, a dodge. It wasn't like catastrophic, but it's still one of those where you look at it and you go, you're having me, aren't you? Oh, okay, I didn't mean kill there, but fair enough. Alright, 46. Alright, I'm going to run the ab right now because I've snoozed it once already. This is kind of where I was with Leia and Slacker, though. I have done Bane on Leia since the Datacron went. And I'm sure it can work. But I think it's more likely not to. Or maybe not more likely, but it's less likely to work than, say, using Slacker. And with Rey, Slacker is more likely to get good banners. That's where my head's going anyway. And I think especially after that drop, we're going to need that. We're going to need to make sure we get maximum banners where we can get them. Oh. Right, so I'm going to load this up. Oh, I am going to. You know, I'll keep that there for now. And what is it? 46 total. I think we can afford to do that. Just give him turn me to start the battle, I guess. But saying that, we don't even want that, do we? What's this got? Nothing too fancy, although, just as I said, that a fair chunk of armor pen. I mean, something, I did click on the wrong one. Something tells me Drogon could smack me hard. Yeah. I get the feeling Drogon really... Actually, saying that, he isn't... Just realised he isn't armor pen, he's resistance pen, isn't he? Which he doesn't get. So we haven't got to worry about Drogon. Or at least any more than normal. Just dawned on me a modding for special offense. Anyway, still, poke the Drogon. And let's just spread some lightning. Wipe. Okay, let's do that. Ooh. Yeah, they wanted Rey there. I think that's a case of chewing with your food a bit. Just try and recover some health, if anything. Okay, we got through that, but that was absolutely terrible. I mean, I was talking about 56, we dropped 5 there, so yeah, not good. Just go recover. Separatists. Get what in there? Linky Dink 1 and Linky Dink 2. Might as well cleanse what, because he will cleanse himself. Okay, so no more Kyle. I found that a bit odd, actually, that because of the untargetable, you can't actually link. Yeah. Hey, Sopper. How you doing? I mean, I'm not so sure they would kill, but they've certainly got enough to cause us problems here, I think. I actually found that remarkable that the untargetable overtakes the link ability. But it does make sense, but it's still weird. I'm wondering if you kind of need to get the summon out and then link. I don't know. I feel like I'm making that up. Maybe we can get Mothma out. Also, I'd be feeling a lot better here if this wasn't a Rylix 7C. It's probably his biggest outing. Hey, we got one. Got it. 55. Okay. I think that was definitely a case of playing it on auto and just let it do its job. Alright. But yeah, I'm glad you're well, Sop. Glad you're well. Let's get Bane in. Let's get not Marauder. To the one, Assassin. Okay. Suck. Yeah, that could be the way forward. I mean, I've never done that battle, I'll be honest, so that's just one to keep in mind, isn't it? There we go. Not set. C dies. C? Star? Bass? Like a baby's first sound book. Alright, swipe. Bye-bye. And finally, Aphra. Okay. Increase cooldowns. Summon. Nice. Just pop a basic. That could be quite nice. I'd rather not do that, but... Oh. Okay. Gotta be the resummon. Right, DI's gone at least. Let's increase cooldowns, just stop him doing specials. Alright, keep going. Ring a droid. Bad banners, but we got through. That's pretty much every battle on that wall. I said bad banners. Alright, no GLs. We got Caloran. We got Bossnass. We got Rex. May need to come up with something because I've used Malgus. We got Aurora. And we got Tusken Chieftain. I mean, to their credit, they've tried to do the Tuskens properly, you know? They haven't just done this mishmash team. They've actually said, you know what, we're going to dab up over this. So, you know, even if it's like 2 mech comps instead of 1 super comp, I give them the due for actually committing to the bit, you know? Alright, these are the ones that I know we kind of need to use now, so we're just going to go straight into them. Ufus, Thea, Darkill, and Malicos. And nothing I really want as a Kron, but Armor Pan. I assume you mean Aurora lead is horrible. It's not a good lead. Something would tell me it'd be a surprise if it was actually horrible to face. Yeah. Like I say, it would have been a surprise. Yeah, so a chunk of Armor Pan. Alright, let's just get rid of that Foresight and throw some rocks. We'll just put our hands in the air like we just don't care. And we'll slam Ezreal. And just give Ben a tickle while we're at it. Ray's going to be annoyed at us, so we just better brace ourselves. Okay, Starkiller is exiled. Can't expect much from him during the battle. Am I missing something with potentially why we're so why they're taking so many turns? I don't know if it's that, but surely 10% turn meter isn't that much. Although saying that, if you start with 15%, you're not complaining. They've worked hard on that Kron, by the way. Alright, bye-bye Starkiller. And bye-bye, yeah. Yep. Well, I don't think I've got anything that can get through that. Yeah, that's the GAC, I'd argue. Does anyone know what happened there, though, with the turn meter? Because I say the turn meter, it really felt at one point like they were taking a lot of turns in a row. It's just that point where it felt like the battle went away from me. And I'm wondering if it's that I don't know something about Ezra. I mean, a little bit of that I'd assume was Ezra. I mean, Kanan's legacy does recover health and protection. You know what? I don't often do it, but I'm going to pull up a replay for this. Because we haven't really got much more we can do here. So I wouldn't mind actually finding out what the heck's gone on. Mainly to try and learn from it. Alright, here we go. So, I feel like I start... Hang on, let me mute myself, otherwise we're going to have double audio. So, I feel like I started the battle right. We did the Starkiller clan special to get rid of the crit hit immunity, and then we did the rocks with Malicos. To me, that was pretty straightforward. Ben did his special, and Ezra did his. No big surprises, Whirlwind again. None of that seems like a surprise to me. So, next turn, I do what I call Hands in the Air. It's the first special with Thea. I'm targeting Ezra because we have to, and then we basic with Starkiller because we want to try and damage all three of them. Then it's Malicos. I go for Ben, I think. So maybe that's the mistake. Maybe I needed to go for Ezra. Maybe I need to prioritize him to get him out before he got exiled. You could argue that is where it went downhill. The fact that Starkiller was put out of play. Because Ray goes for a Whirlwind. Ben gets that turn again. Because he opens with that, doesn't he? The healing immunity. So, am I wrong in thinking that's on a longish cooldown? So, again, I'm wondering if this is the Datacron. Four-turn cooldown. Butterfuck go combination of several mechanics. Ezra putting exile on one of your characters. Ezra gaining extra speed. Ezra call and assist. Ben gives special to gives TM to his allies. That one, I didn't know, but I can believe that was what was causing some of the issues. Yeah, and the DC definitely was playing a part as far as cooldown decrease. Oh, by the way, I don't know why, but I'm not seeing these comments on YouTube. Sorry, Wayne and Playing. I'm so sorry I haven't been seeing these comments. I've only just seen them in the chat. Yeah, for whatever reason, I have not been seeing that today. I'll have to try and fix that. But yeah, it makes sense, because that then heals up the team. I don't think there's TM gain on that, was there? But that's next one's the exile going on Starkiller. And I don't know about you guys, we'd lost it at this point. But you're kind of hoping that Starkiller can do something, but he's obviously dead here. I mean, those stats as well were healthy. That was a good work on a Kron. I mean, it's only 10% turn meter, but it's like I say, if you get a 15% turn meter at the start of battle, you don't complain. So 10% turn meter, it isn't to be sniffed at, is it? Yeah, I think that might be a part of it as well. I'll say for myself, I think there is that complacency on my part. You know, I'm expecting it to do better than it did. Yeah, they're quite filthy. 70% win rate. Gonna be interesting when Swagger GG catches up in the week. Right, let me put this down then, because I could go on the other teams, but I might as well focus on my second GAC at this point. I can't get through that wall, so we're kind of just... yeah. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll do one very quick thing. One very quick thing, because this is for me rather than for anything else. Where are they? A bit further down, that's where they are. I wouldn't use the Cron if I knew I wasn't doing anything else. Maybe it's a case I've got to put Leia on offense again then. You've used Malicos Starkiller this round twice, but you've also used your best armor pound DC. I mean, I did use mine to be fair there, but I didn't really like the Cron itself. It got TM gain at the start, and I thought that feels like it could screw things around a little bit as far as Taran and Starkiller going a little bit quicker. But yeah, essentially I had to use it. Yeah, before the round I was commenting Botafogo about that. I'm in Kyber 2, but I'm probably in the middle of Kyber 2, so I was bigging myself up as far as, hey, I'm not actually on the edge of Kyber 3. And then you realise, yeah, that's the downside of being in the middle of Kyber 2. You're also going to face some very well-cron teams. And then again, sometimes you won't. You'll face some really odd teams, but those are the rubs, aren't they? Let's do that. I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, for me, I feel like Queen Amidala has become such a great offensive unit for me. You just take them apart. And I've probably played inefficient there in terms of not getting the banner for Queenie, but... yeah, it does feel a bit like that, Aranya. Wow, you've got to soak in that extra 100k, haven't you, T-Max? Yeah, just for giggles. What was I actually going to throw at this? I think it might have been Gungans. Was it Gungans? It was Adrad. Oh no, Gungans. It was Gungans. Go on, let's see if they could have done it. Let's just go all in on Chewie, I guess. Damn droid. Yeah, I mean, I was prioritizing Bam a bit there, but I didn't need to really, did I? I mean, it's not like he can hurt us with the birds that they're putting out. Right, that's more annoying than anything. Yeah, I think we ignore that special, don't we? Have to hold it until we got some more debuffs. Oh yeah, for sure, I'd agree. That would be a problem. I mean, right now we're not doing anything. He has actually got a fair amount of whistling birds at the moment. Yep, ouch. There we go, birds down. Well, sorry, shield down. You suck a big doodle this time. I'm wondering if it would have been better with a different Gungan. Like, maybe instead of Phalanx going for Harples? Yeah, Mando actually did well. Yeah, we're dead here. The only other one I was going to try on this wall was Adrad. I'll go without a tank as well. Yeah, when you think those birds doing damage on their own, essentially, quite useful. I haven't actually heard about this team. Well, specifically this team, I should say. "100% evasion! Go, go, go!" You know, it's kind of a relief knowing you've lost a round because it means you can enjoy the stilliness of the loss a bit more rather than sweating over it. Well, at this rate, they're going to get enough turns to get out of the bloody healing immunities and whatnot. Alright, we've got one at least. I think you had the right idea, T-Max. So now we've got the immortal Hondo. I genuinely don't think we've got anything that could actually hit him. As well as that, we've got to critically hit, and we're not going critically hit while he's dodging all this. Yeah, I don't think they did. I don't think they wanted to be fair. I think it was just a case of we won't put dodge crons in, but we'll certainly keep that mechanic alive. I think my biggest gripe when that dodge cron was in the game, though, was the fact that it was around Christmas time. You know, everyone was kind of in festive mood, and then you got rage everywhere over it. It was like, really, CG? Why'd you do that? It's where, like, the Christmas time just gone. I was glad that it was like a very mess set that they put out. You know, it was like, okay, no one's going to be busting and balls over that, you know. Alright, I might as well fall to this. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we don't. I'll leave this for him so he's got an idea of what we can do. Oh, hang on. Never mind. To his credit, he got Adrad out. Alright, I think I've left him enough there. Left enough information. Yeah, GG's. What was your name again? GG's Resme. You did well. Alright, an app break is incoming from Twitch, so we'll let that run, and then we'll go on to Crimson. Gives me time to log out, log in. Also, I am just going to try and find out why I'm not seeing YouTube on here today. Because I really feel bad that I didn't see those initial messages. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close down the app I use to see my chat. Bit awkward because I can't see you guys as well on Twitch. But see if we can get it to actually realise, oh, YouTube exists. Yeah, for some reason it's not recognising YouTube today. Yeah, it's not showing it, so I'm just going to make sure I've got Twitch somewhere, well, YouTube somewhere on screen, so if people actually want to chat to me, I can see them. Alright, moving on. Let's get Swoggle open. Ideally, we get a win on Crimson. I mean, obviously I want one on Tamin as well, but Crimson's up the free-to-play, so I always have that in mind that I need the crystal income, but I've got a fairly nice amount at the moment. So it'd be nice if we can keep it topped up, you know. It means if I want to refresh on Crons or anything like that, I've got the opportunity. Speaking of which... I think I've done that right, haven't I? I haven't really got a lot of variety here. I mean, I've got another droid one. I've got two Nest, I've got an IG-88, an IPD, Cal, and Staff. I don't necessarily mind a few of those, but it's like... The thing is, right, I haven't got any Hut Cartel of mention here, so it's not really worth going for the Hut Cartel side. So whenever I pull Dark Side, I might as well go for the droids. And if I get Light Side, I haven't got that many Scoundrels and Mercenaries either, so it's a bit weird. Okay, I'm faffing around doing this. Instead, I could be starting GAC, so let's go do it. So, record for this week is 1-1. Up against No Mercy, I felt we showed No Mercy. To their credit, they did turn up and attack again. They scored 20-24, and if I remember right, they didn't actually draw. Yeah, I did have a look at the score, and I'm pretty sure they were efficient. Oh, they dropped once on Qui-Gon. I dropped once on some Ewoks at the back, which was humorous. Yeah, just the Ewoks at the back. But yeah, interesting. So let's do the compare. Let's see how we're getting on. Let's bring that up. Who's our opponent this time? Prinoli. Okay, so it looks like there's a bit of a GP gap here. 11.1 to 13.1. I've got 35 Omicrons to their 54 in GAC. 6 GLs to their 8, they're missing Glat. Ralix 178 to 258. Ralix 5 pluses 159 to 234. 25 pluses 49 to 66. 20 pluses 201 to 311. And 15 pluses 366 to 691. So, I don't really pay much notice to that, but that is certainly not a nice sight. But yeah, as said, they've got Leia and Jabba where I don't. They've got Afra where I don't. They've got Reva where I don't. Built up Rex naturally. Jar Jar. They've got the ships in order. No surprises there. And at a glance, I would say that they've got their characters in order. I'm not so sure on having Morgan that fast, but I know there is a counter involved with fast Morgan. I think it's the idea that if your Morgan is modded crazy fast, then it's able to stop the Darth Revan counter. So maybe that's what they've been shooting for. But yeah, I'd say that all makes sense. Alright, let's reset the board from last time. Let's see what they're putting down. Drag this over here so I can type. Alright, so they cleared a wall and a bit of the north. Let's have a look at what they've done. So, all one hits on this wall. Let me just move my cam. So, yeah, nothing too shocking here. I'm going to say it's Rey, Kenobi, Gas, Queen Amidala, and Qui-Gon all in one. North wall, they have taken a nibble at my Lord Vader and hit him one. Then the other teams are very much cannon fodder. They are there pretty much just to fill the wall. And I really should change that. That's probably not a great team, to put it mildly. Back wall, no hits. I don't have much hope for it either. Really, in Cabin 2, I don't feel like you should put Gear 12 units down, but say Livy. Right, so we're we're seeing the Great Mothers. Seeing Supreme Leader Kylo with Rey. Right. We've got Jabba. We've got OG Rey. And we've got Boba Fett. That almost feels a bit like, alright, I've put 3 GLs down, one of which is very powerful, so if you get through them GGs, you might as well just have this squishy team to deal with. Saying that, I think it might have been Marlu who was saying it, that Cad Bane having an ability that assists every turn is like, it's not bad. South wall, we've got Dash. We've got Enoch. We've got Iden. We've got Leia with Fulcrum. And we've got Queen Amidala. So, I'm wondering if we mirror that. maybe we do Seabane on Lair. We do a Slacker Mirror, which I've got no idea how it goes in 3v3, let alone with Darkside Ray. We've got Malgus available, so we could do that on Enoch if we wanted. And I think I haven't got on the list, but we have got Darth Revan available, so we could do that on the Great Mothers. Even though they're modded a certain way, I need to check if it's viable. Actually, let's do that now. Let's just see what the crack is. So they're starting with 25% turn meter. But maybe if I've got 25% turn meter, it won't matter. They gain 30 speed. Yeah, they probably outspeed me. Quite interesting that, I must admit. I still would like to try it though, as far as one I think is my best counter available. And besides that, I'm kind of curious how it goes. I didn't check, was that Ezra? It was, so we're kind of boned there. I don't really think we've got a clean option for that. I mean, if anyone knows a counter that I've been overlooking, feel free to shout it out. But if I just put in Ben and Ezra. I mean, we could try Serum Malicos Starkiller again, but my Malicos is much worse here. Yeah, maybe that's what I've got to do. Maybe I'll just give Seer a go. Certainly wasn't on my wish list that though. We've kind of been penned into a corner where doing Night Sisters is appealing. Boba Fett, I wouldn't have thought it would require too much. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I get the feeling I need Slacker D-Ray to take down their Slacker D-Ray. And I haven't actually got Leia on this account. So, yeah, we're now going down to the softer counters. Which, oddly enough, is what I did last time. So, it's not great, it must be said. We've got Treya for that. Hopefully we can Wampa that. Let's have another look at the Dash. Dash Vandor L3. How fast is Dash? 277. Plus 25% turn meter. I'm sure somewhere there's a calculator that'll tell you how much that is, but I'm like, ugh. Is it the speed times 1.25? I seem to remember having to do these calculations donkeys ago. If it's that, it's about 346. I'm sure someone put something out on YouTube ages ago how to calculate turn meter, and I've just forgotten how you do it. I'm thinking about something that we can use to take down Vandal. Got Bad Batch in my head, but that just sounds like a bad idea. My imps are actually quite well sped, but the issue is they are still going to be at a disadvantage because of the Kron. I think they can take out that. Maybe we need to do something like Raven. Raven could proc save you. Alright. There's a few funky teams on that north wall. And as much as I want to play around with them and see what they can do, I think practicality dictates us attack the south wall for multiple reasons. So, let's start here. And we have got 3 Krons. So, guess what? I'm not going to waste them. I'm pretty sure I farmed a few in the week since lock-in, but only a few, as you saw. Right, there's the clans. Right, that's 1 down, and full auto, hopefully we can deal with the rest. A lot of this wall feels relatively comfortable. I mean, I haven't actually tried to see Bane against Leia. Well, Leia Fulcrum. Raven is a bit of a... You know, we're throwing that one up in the air and seeing what lands. Wampa should be able to do Iden. And Traya, Queen Amidala is about as safe as I can get. Has anyone actually done Slacker DR Mirror? It genuinely seems... I can't say I'm comfortable with the battle in concept. I'm thinking, do we bring in Hooks? Oh, Hooks is on defense, so I can't do Hooks. Right. I mean, I would assume you have to go for the side first. I can't imagine you go for... Well, you can't go for Rey. And I wouldn't have thought there'd be any benefit going straight for Splacker. But, yeah, maybe I'm underthinking it. Ouch. That would explain it. That felt like they were hitting way harder than I'm used to. Alright. Adrad it is. Yeah. First question is, how quick do we try and get off crew? I mean, you'd assume the priority is always to go for Blacker, but with Ray being able to revive, it's a bit of a funky one, isn't it? Alright, well, we have got Spark or Valium. Alright, Seabane. Let's do a drain. Why not? You know, someone offers you a drain, you take a drain. I was thinking, do we link so that there's always capability to link? Alright, Bane's looking dead. Oh no, he's hung in there. Good on you, Bane. Not got long. You won't last him much longer. Oh, okay. You know when there's like these uniques that can pass stuff off? It'd be kind of cool if there's some sort of animation to indicate it's happening. I'm just thinking like think about it, say it was Hoda. I know Hoda doesn't do it, but let's just imagine he did. Something where you could see cloak sort of disappearing, or you know, his cloak sort of dropping to the floor as he disappears. It'd be cool if there was something like that to just sort of say, right, that has happened, you know, and you could sort of see some energy going towards the surviving units. Not like a major thing, but I think it would be cool if there's some actual visualization of that in the game for, well, to represent it, I guess. I mean, people know about it, but for those who don't, it would be quite cool. Like, how many new players probably get confused around that kind of stuff? Suck. I have to chuckle at the idea that Nihilus did have his Annihilate ready, and because we're holding it, the cooldown actually got increased. It's a bit like the opposition sort of going, alright, if you don't want it, you don't use it. Alright, guess who's back? Back again. Queenie's back, tell a friend. I know that doesn't do much, if anything, but Honestly, I felt like the basic wasn't doing much either. Oh! Shiitake. Now I feel like we're in trouble. Because I genuinely don't know if we've got enough to take these out with just these two. Oh, the timing that to perfection. It's very annoying, but the timing is so wow. Oh. I mean, I will give the AI credit there. That was played perfectly. But I've just been wrecked. I'm actually going to leave this wall a minute. Alright, actually, scratch that, scratch that. We'll stick on the wall, but we're going to do the other battle I had in mind. So... oh, now I'm torn a bit. The other day, we did JML, JKR, JK Cal. That worked against Queenie. But that means I can't use JKR here. So, what can we do to get through this? Something tells me if I use Bo-Katan, I would regret it. Like, it's too big a team to just throw like that. I've got Zori. Could Fin Zori do something? But as I'm saying that, I'm thinking that's a lot to ask of Fin Zori. Especially without Datacrons. Alright, let's just ignore Fin Zori for a minute. What other options could we have? DLS is intriguing me. Because even though it feels very, very rough, I'm wondering if potentially we could just interrupt that initial turn meter game. The downside is my characters are a lot weaker than theirs. We're going to give this a go. I'm not trying to kill that, I'm just trying to control. Okay, so we did get what we needed there. Okay, let's get that taunt off if we can. Oh, okay. Yeah, pawn's gone here. We're going to lose CLS here. Alright, I'm actually submitting that. Even though it's preloaded, I'm going to take a chance that I can beat that. I'm thinking maybe we can do something with like an Empire group now. Maybe Thrawn, Vader. Alright, that kind of faded quick. What about Gibme? It's a little rough with the opening, but maybe Gibme could do it. As long as we survive that opening salvo. Because we got the tricky bit out with the revives. Okay, that I think will do. There we go, 20 stacks there. Alright. Clean up. And then here we got the Jedi we need. Resist using out-of-turn attacks. That's what I remember here. Also, just another little reminder that these... Actually, that wasn't even a turn Metacron. Wow. Oh yeah, okay, Queenie does take an early turn, doesn't she? Okay, let's just do that. Swap with Cal. Let's do that. It won't actually do anything, but we don't want to do out-of-turn attacks yet. Oh, wow. Can I stop you from taking turns? I know we tapped out a turn, which gives turn meter to him, but I figured putting days on Padawan Obi-Wan might be a price to pay. And I'm going Mark Queenie, just get her under some level of control. Oh, wow, wow. Peru. Man, oh man. Right, well, I'm going to play around here then. Let's snooze the ad break again, because to be honest, I don't think there's much left of the stream, let alone my GAC. Both accounts in tatters. We're going to apply the 25% turn meter cron, just so we're closer to Morgan. Let's see how it goes. Because naturally, great modders take the turns. Yeah, I think we just about hang in there. There we go, we got the death mark. I vaguely remember someone saying that there was a counter, and I'm sure this is what they were trying to beef the team up to prevent this, but I think if I've got the Cron as well, it doesn't matter. Right, let's see how this madness goes. Well, we might as well match them and start by going for crew. Oh, crew. Okay, hang on, they couldn't kill me. That's something. Hang on, I'm trying to remember the rules. What is it? What makes her untargetable? Until all enemies have taken a turn or are defeated. So have I essentially got to kill Rey while she's untargetable? Not gonna lie, this sounds mental. I think I've got her ult, even though it's only a 1 turn. I've got to try and just stay in the game. But they've gained so much mastery. Yeah, forfeit. Alright. We'll throw this one down. Oh, okay, we'll throw 2 more down just in the sense of let's see what happens. I feel like this Night Sister one I need to get better at anyway, so it doesn't hurt to just try it. Okay, so for the record, the one I want to die is Talzin. And of course, she's the one that lives. Alright, I mean, this is what I've got to laugh at, right? The round's gone to hell anyway, so it's like, you might as well just applaud the nonsensity of it all. Alright, Taran, in you go. And we haven't got any armor pen, so let's see how this nonsense goes. Let's throw some rocks at Rey. Unlike Kamin, I am going to try and prioritize Ezra. I know we can't assist on him, but hopefully we can still put some numbers out. Like, he's going to go in a minute. Yeah, Seer's exiled. Good afternoon, Celestic. Welcome to hell. You've caught me at the end. I've got nothing more to do today. That is GAC in a nutshell at the moment, I think. It's a good job I'm in good spirits because that would absolutely demoralise me if I was in desperate need of a result. Alright. How long have I been on? 2 hours 14. Doesn't feel that long. But I'll tell you what, right, considering I did my recording earlier, I'm actually quite content to leave it here because I've been at my desk a long time today. I'd like at least a little afternoon, early evening break, shall we call it. So I am going to clock off. But let's see if we can send you somewhere before I go. And I'm just going to shut down these windows because, well, I don't need them. You've got snap time on YouTube. I've done my snap for you today. Alright, who can we go to? Honestly, I think I've rated this guy once. Mad Maximilian. Oh, sorry, Mad Maximon. There we go, got his 3rd time of asking. So yeah, let's go there. Go say hi to him for me, folks. And yeah, plan is back Thursday. I'm going to do a Marvel Snap video on YouTube on Wednesday. And I want to try and start doing Swaggo stuff on YouTube as well. But I haven't nailed down what I want to put out there because it's like, I want to make sure it's worthwhile. I don't want to just put things out for the sake of putting things out. So if you got any ideas, put them in my Discord. Just let me know what you'd like to see, what you don't think other content creators are doing that maybe there's a market for me to do. But yeah, I'm going to say, until then, folks, I'll see you Thursday. Bye for now. Yeah, bye.